The Prime 1 showcase and not
Hold
Last of
up,
Us 2.
Will,
What's up, bro?
wait, before you start, I'm
What's up?
surprised that on here in the list of questions that you sent us and everything that we're going through, that you are not going over that Gore the God Butcher.
Bro,
That's
you know why, Leo? You know
why.
why? Because I covered it on Friday, and I feel
Okay.
like I said so much about it already. And it's such a divisive topic, bro. It's
Okay.
like
Got you. Got
and
you.
also I really like it, but I just hate those arms, man. I
Yeah.
hate those
Yeah.
arms. I'm really
Same.
annoyed by it. And like I said, I covered
Yeah.
it pretty extensively on Friday, and I
Got
was
you.
like,
Got
I
you.
don't really want to hit it
Yeah.
twice, So
Got you. Got you.
yeah.
Got
So anyway, that's why. But we do, Leo, have to talk about this Batman because I'm not the biggest 1989 Batman fan in the world, but I do like it. I enjoyed it. People are gonna hate me, but I gave it like an 8. Like I thought it was pretty solid. But I watched it in 2022. It was 1989, right? It's a long time ago. So, yeah. But I want to preview this statue because Prime One, what they did, they showed a bunch of stuff during their showcase. This was one of them. They showed the Batman and they showed a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
So we don't have prices on this yet. We don't have sort of dollars, stuff like that. So we're gonna see how this shakes out. But I want to ask Ryan first about this preview here. Ryan, what do you think about this Bruce Wayne and Batman 2-pack? Like I said, we don't have anything on price yet, but just sort of aesthetics. What's your overall first impression?
I'm probably the wrong person to ask this question to because I love 1989 Batman. Sorry, if I could talk, that'd be great. So I always joke when people talk about like my collecting and stuff like that, and I think kind of touches on one of the questions later on. But I always joke to say my childhood was kind of on 4 pillars, which was one was 89 Batman, Ghostbusters, RoboCop, and Back to the Future. That was kind of my childhood. So this is one of those right there. Yeah, that was my childhood.
How old are you?
I don't know if that's it's not like that nowadays, but this one is just anything that's not like this is amazing to me. I love it. I'm not a statue person. I just between financial space, things like that. And I think I touched on it before we went on live. One thing I will say is if they can get a statue person like me, a non-statue person like me to start thinking about how I can budget this in, I think they got something there. And it's really awesome. Like, it's really cool. I mean, but I think it's one of those things, like you said, there's so many Batman out there that if this is your Batman, then it's for you. If it's not, it's not, right. I mean, I can probably do without, I don't know if they're a combo pack. Like me personally, I'd rather just have the Batman in the suit. The Michael Keaton looks great, but I would prefer just to have him in the suit. I mean, that's just me. But I like it a lot. But like I said, price is going to probably be up there. Probably what north.
You know what?
Over
people
2
out
Gs,
there, people out there earlier. This was crazy because we did a collector's lounge earlier. Mr. Bomb was in there. If you didn't think he was cool, then like now he cemented it today. Like straight up. he just spoke my language in about
4 pillars,
bro. In about 5 minutes. Like literally did. That was dope as shit.
You don't see the proton pack in the background right now?
You know what I mean?
No, bro, I didn't get to see it. Okay, the proton pack. Okay. Yeah, that's dope. But
Mr. Mom, do you have the
Yeah, go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you have an Ecto 1 then?
What do you think? Right?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, damn. No. Blitzway's Ecto 1.
Oh no, I don't. I don't have the after. I wanted the original.
The 4 pillars, man. The 4 pillars.
Carlos will sell you one, bro. But what I would say for Carlos, I'll jump to you next on this one. What I would say though, what I'm worried about is I think this tends to happen with Prime 1 Blitzway, and I don't want people. It might work out for you, but I don't want people to be duped because a lot of times what happens with these Prime 1 Blitzway sculpts, K.A. Kim comes in and produces an amazing prototype, and then the production always fails to meet that prototype. So that's something I don't want people to get their hopes up because yes, you'll probably get something that's still pretty solid, but you're most likely, almost certainly not going to get something this good. So that's something I do want to kind of caution people about because I've owned a couple Prime 1 products, and I can just tell you, they really nail everything else, like the base, the costume. Really, the head sculpts are still pretty good, but K.A. Kim is so good that it's hard to produce her work and mass produce at scale. But Carlos, what do you think, bro, about this Batman and Bruce Wayne? What are your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, exactly what you said. K.A. Kim is an amazing, artist. She does great work. I mean, she's done the figures from Blitzway for the Ghostbusters. She's done basically all the prototypes, and they always come out great. The problem with Prime 1, as you've said multiple times, is they just can't deliver on the head sculpt. So I wouldn't, maybe I would pre-order that Batman if you wanted to, because you're not really going to mess that up too much.
Yeah, that should be
But if
fun.
you're thinking of getting that Bruce Wayne, I wouldn't do it. Don't pre-order it. You need to wait. This is one of those pieces that unfortunately the artist is too good for Prime 1 to be able to mass produce it. It's just one of those. Like she is just incredible at what she does, and they can match it. And I'm sorry whoever got in those pieces, but you look at something like Jon Snow or Daenerys and all these other ones that keep coming out, and her protos are good. The final product just isn't. And this is gonna fall probably in line with that. But if you love 1989, which in my opinion, it's the best Batmobile, but not necessarily the best Batman. But if you love the Batman, you go on ahead and you pre-order him, not Bruce Wayne. I think you'll be fine if you really wanted to. Is this mixed media or is this all sculpted? Do you know?
I think it'll be for Bruce Wayne. It should be mixed media. I know that. For Batman, the cape should be mixed media, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It
I mean,
looks like
hey, that looks great. Yeah, I wouldn't pre-order that Bruce Wayne. I would wait, But yeah, overall great piece though, man. Really excited for those who love this specific Batman.
Yeah, I'm interested though. Carlos said they took sort of a J&D route. They did a 2-pack here. I didn't think they would really do that. I thought they'd just make the Batman and call it a day.
Hey,
I did get people
what did
asking,
they say? Like,
yeah, what were you gonna say?
Go ahead. I was gonna say that you know how they say like copying someone is like the biggest like
form of flattery,
the biggest compliment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go form of flattery. It's exactly what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, man, it maybe they saw it and they were like, hey, that's not a bad idea, right? So I got a lot of questions about whether they would make a Jack Nicholson Joker. There seems to be something going on maybe with his likeness rights. Maybe it's too expensive. Maybe he doesn't want companies making it. I don't know, right? But I don't know if that's coming anytime soon. Who knows? But because they're making Catwoman, they're making Batman, but Joker doesn't seem to be. I don't know. Maybe they'll make it. But I want to jump actually to Lael before I hit Aries on this one. So Lael, what do you think about this Prime 1 Batman 2-pack, bro?
Well, I remember basically going to see 89 Batman in the theaters, and I actually sat next to Aries. Aries had on an all-white suit.
Aries spit out his drink, bro.
He had on an all-white suit with a turquoise T-shirt.
He did.
And the Batman thing. This is when Aries' beard was all black.
Mm-hmm.
And when because he says baby a lot, but that's when he had a lot of. It was 89. That's when he had a lot of babies sitting.
There was a lot of babies around him.
There was a lot of babies. He had like a whole bunch of babies, and he was like, "Hi, Aries," and he was like, "Hey, baby, I'll take care of you later."
Hey, baby, hold on, watch it back.
He was like, "Hi, nice to meet you. We're gonna be friends for a very long time." But no.
Did I drink more then or more now?
Yo, I almost made you spit that.
He did,
He
bro.
was still my wizard.
Yeah. But no.
You did, bro. I watched him. He was like drinking.
Right.
And he hit it at just the right time.
Spit it out. But no. Carlos was in somebody's ball sack around that time. But
He was a little baby.
I'm just playing.
Hey, that is true though. That is true.
That's true.
No, but 89, like literally 89 Batman, man, that's again it's just always a piece of me within that, because like I said, just taking it back to 89, going to see it for the first time in the theaters. I was actually just looking at the DX09 because the thing is, I'm impatient. I'm waiting for Hot Toys to finally do a re-release on that figure, because I want it. I got the Mars. Coming. I hope so. I just got the Mars toys last week. I just got the Mars toys Joker in, because I couldn't afford to actually get the other one. So that when Toya got it for me for my birthday, which is another piece that's going to be near and dear to my heart. So thank you, Toya. But yes, this it's incredible piece, man. But I was telling you behind the stage, or backstage, statues right now just don't sit well for me. So I'm not looking at another one until either the one that I'm wanting is satisfied, or I get my money back. But we'll talk. That's the story for another time. But this right here, again, it's an incredible piece. It's Michael Keaton. But that scares me. Everything that you're basically saying, that the production photos, I mean, the prototype always looks good, but once it goes into production, there's always something that's off. And when I'm looking at this, is it me, or does he look a bit too tanned? Like he looks
it could
dark.
just be the lighting. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's the lighting, but it's just really, really dark. But I mean,
he looks Hispanic.
He does. Like his name, like Manuel.
Manuel.
His
Batman.
name looks like Manuel Wayne. You know
Manuel
what I mean?
Wayne.
So, but nah, Manny Wayne.
Wayne.
But no. Again, it looks like a beautiful piece, bro. I could tell. You could tell it's mixed media with the suit. The bow tie looks clean. It looks like an incredible piece, man. But again, it just scares me that it if you're saying that with the prototype it's this way, but once it goes into production and we start getting it, it's kind of hard to produce. That's what would be scary. I'm with Mr. Mom, like I'm sticking around. Like for me, I'm statues are a dime a dozen for me. Like this, it's I have to be very, very, very selective with my pieces when it comes to those. So for me, it's just like this is going to be definitely a piece for somebody who wants to get it in. I probably won't get it, but yeah, it looks incredible. But with that basically being said, though, this is this so what's the not a Carlos has called I'm not gonna say that, but you know what, thank you for reminding me. But this is a quarter scale, right?
I think it'll probably be third scale.
Oh, so okay,
third
so it's
scale.
third scale.
Third scale.
So isn't that
Yeah.
Catwoman third scale as well?
I think so. Yeah.
This will be a decent companion piece next to that. Like
Aren't they
whoever's getting
different
it.
films though, Leo? They're
Yeah,
companion
Batman
pieces,
Returns.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Batman
films.
Returns, even still, you can still have it.
Yeah, you can
it
still
doesn't
have
matter. It doesn't matter the media or the film. You can still have them next to each other. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's still.
I mean,
will
you
look
really
good.
can't, but yeah, you can.
You can. You definitely can. You definitely
you
can.
could,
If you're
you
sticking
could.
on film, okay, of course you can't. But I mean, we're
Right.
talking about
right.
real world problems and how we can just change things around and make it look good
Yeah,
aesthetically for ourselves, the way to work. But again, like I said, it just depends on the person. I mean, I'm happy
Yeah.
for whoever's actually going to get it, but I'll probably pass on it.
Yeah, makes sense, bro. Well, Aries, bro, since you were in the theater in a white tuxedo with ladies around you, can you tell us what your overall thoughts, bro, is on this 1989 Batman from Prime One?
Well, I'm a little disappointed to hear. I was listening to you guys talk about this, that Prime One can't keep up with the artist right now, because when I was
Mhm.
looking at this and I knew it was going to be one of the topics on your show, and it was the Prime One event, I was saying, wow, this is such an incredible head sculpt. Now, albeit it's a statue, and I don't collect statues right now, but it's really, I think, really, really nice. A really great rendition of Michael Keaton there.
Mhm.
But I would have to agree that, yeah, I mean, you guys would have the experience if you don't think that it's going to necessarily be at this level. And I guess we don't know, but if that's been the pattern, then I would say yes, you probably would rather go maybe with the masked version. But that's that's crazy. So I don't remember, who'd you say that the artist's name? Who was she again?
K.A. Kim. Yeah.
K.A. Kim. So hopefully maybe
She's
some
made
other
it.
places could utilize her work and be able to produce it.
Yeah.
She used to
on
be a
mass
hot
scale.
toy sculptor, right?
I think
Oh,
so.
really?
A lot of these artists do start with Hot Toys from what I've seen.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
J&D, what's
I
his
think
name?
She was Hot
Um,
Toys. I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Mm.
Yeah, the J&D guy, the owner, I forget. He was Hot Toys too.
Well,
Right.
they should bring her back with her. She's doing work like this, because
Right.
that's really, really nice. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard looking at these statues, because they're such incredible pieces of art, so well crafted. They're so gorgeous. And then, but I try and stay in my lane, try and stay with the figures, because once you start jumping, Will, into something else,
You're fucked.
you're fracked.
Yeah.
You really, really are. Because listen, you could go
You
in
are.
with the best intentions, and thinking, I'm only going to get one, and I'm going to put one here, and maybe in a couple years I'll get a companion piece. And you could go in, you could have it budgeted, you could have it written down, you could drink on it, you could sleep on it, you could pray on it, whatever the heck you want, and then you still wind up going down that hole. So it's always really, really
Bro.
hard. You know what I'm talking about. It's the truth.
Yes,
We gotta get
because
Mr.
I
Mom.
remember that I was like, oh, J&D? No, I can't do J&Ds. Now I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna stick to 5 J&Ds.
Yeah, right, I'm stick to
I'm like,
5
half
J&Ds.
scales, they're too big. All right, I can do 4. So it's like it's slowly just
That
like
it is
that.
Aries, because once you have that first taste of that thing, then it changes everything, because it normalizes it. Like I remember when I paid $2K for my half scale Pennywise, I was like, I will never pay $2K for a collectible. And now I'm like, that Legless at $3K, that's a good price. I'm like, that's that's what happens.
Well,
So
and I'm like, for an hour yesterday, and I kid you not, it could have been even longer,
Yeah.
on Sideshow, doing my regular research and different things like that, and looking for stuff for myself. But I'm so close. I'm like, my buy one, get one, 50% off, and then I
Mhm.
have some rewards, and I have they have the discount codes, and I'm seeing that, man, that biker scout on that speeder bike is looking really, really good, 50% off. I'm just
Mhm.
gonna get that
Dude.
because it's on the bike. Oh, I get to
Mm.
put it with Endor Leia. I get to put it with the Endor Luke. I don't need the
Yeah.
other troopers. I'm about to click, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy every damn trooper here. That's what's gonna happen. So I hold myself back. At least
Sounds
for
like
Yeah.
now.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
It's hard,
Guys.
man. It's hard. Like 50% off, buy one free. I wish like adult magazines
Yeah.
were like that, but dude, it's not even like that anymore.
bro.
I get it.
All right, we're ending the discussion on Batman on that note.